Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Mariam. Thanks for joining me again. Today I'll be talking about 7 books I believe every entrepreneur should read. They are amazing, amazing books that have changed my life. So if that sounds like it's something of interest to you, keep on watching. Book number 1 is Daniel Kahneman's Emotional Intelligence. So this book, everybody, is amazing. It's about mastering the power of your emotions. And I think a lot of times in business, our mind and our emotions sometimes can direct us or redirect us or completely put us in a negative state. And that's not just for business, it's for everything else. So Daniel Kahneman really talks about just mastering emotional intelligence and how important that is in every area of life. And he really hones in on the importance of it from a very scientifically based perspective, which is, really, really analytical and it's backed by a lot of science. So it is really an amazing book and I would absolutely recommend it. Number 2 by John Canary. It's called Breaking Through Limitations. So again, this book is all about breaking through our own limitations, and us as individuals, we put a lot of limits on ourselves, and sometimes we don't think we can reach certain goals, or we put a cap on what we could achieve, and we really limit ourselves in so many ways, and that is sometimes a combination of what we're surrounded with, or what people we're surrounded with, or what we tend to consume as consumers. And how that affects our mindset, and also how we were raised, and maybe some of the people that we were brought up by or whatnot, and that really affects the way we envision our life and our future and what we're capable of as individuals. So he really talks about breaking through that and the power of breaking through that. So this is another great book. Excuse the craziness of this book, but you could tell I've read it a lot of times, or many, many times. This is Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And oh my goodness, y'all, I think this is really, really a powerful book. He talks about everything from your self-talk, your vision, your self-belief, your mindset, how that all affects your ability to succeed and grow rich, and how it affects your ability to work, and how it affects your ability to actually perform and do. And it's probably one of the best books I have ever read. So I definitely would recommend it for anybody who's trying to master their mindset. He really also brings a lot of examples of other entrepreneurs or other individuals who have mastered their mindset and how that has led to success. And so it's an awesome, awesome book that I think everybody should read. The next one is 7 Habits of Highly Effective People by Stephen Covey. And he really, really talks about a lot of different things. So he specifically talks about 7 main habits that he believes every individual who is very effective and powerful and successful really needs to master. And there's so many amazing ones that I'm not going to delve too deep into the book, but he speaks about, again, mastering the self and how that affects the way you behave and the way you move and the way you react to others. And he also combines that with emotional intelligence, and how he speaks about things like mastering the art of responding and how to respond to negative situations, and how successful people versus others respond to negative situations, or respond to problems, or respond to chaos or any disruption in their life, and how mastering the art of responding is really super powerful in dictating the direction of your life. He also talks about creating a vision for your life. So, you start with the end in mind. So if you, for example, want to build a beauty company and you want to make it $100 million company, put that in your head, envision it, believe it, visualize it, see it, sit with it. And he really just talks about how doing that on a regular basis really dictates the path of your success in your life. And, another thing he really talks about, which I've taken kind of really ingrained within my mindset in business, is the art of a win-win, or the art of a win-win mentality. So he says it's really important to always believe in a win-win. Sometimes, we think if I'm winning, somebody else is losing, or if they're losing, somebody else is winning. And really and truly, if we just focus on a win-win, so I'm winning, they're gonna win. How do I win and how do they win? So you start every conversation like that. I want to win. I want to make this a win-win situation. How are you going to win and how am I going to win? With retailers, with stores, with customers, with everything. It related to business and in life is super important. So that's just a few things that he talks about in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Again, that everybody needs to read. Another book. Woo, this is a really good one. So The Power of Positive Selling. So obviously, this is by Stephen Schiffman. So a really, really good book on the power of selling. So obviously it's an integral part of business to be good at selling. I think sales is business. It's really selling your product, your service, your whatever it is that you're making or you're putting out there. That is business, is selling. So really he talks about, several different things about how to properly sell, how to tap into other people's emotions, how to create emotional connections so that you are able to create that kind of synergy with individuals, not, how to stray away from sounding like you're just trying to sell people things, and, sometimes you walk into a store and they're just pitching you something and you're like, oh, you're just another salesperson. And then you meet somebody else that's really selling you the exact same thing, but they're really connecting with you from an emotional level. They're trying to understand you. They're trying to connect with you. And then they win the sale over. And he just talks about the masterful art of doing that. So it's a really, really great book. It's super imperative to be a great seller in business. And so this is definitely another book I would recommend. Okie dokie. This is The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. Okay, so this is a book I believe every business owner should read. He talks about the entrepreneurial myth. And, there is an entrepreneurial myth. There is sometimes this vision that you're going to start a business and, oh my gosh, it's just going to be money, money, money. And that's all it's going to be. And, and then sometimes there's another myth where it's like, I need to start a business and I need to slave away. And I just need to be in the business all day, every day. And, there's a lot of different misconceptions on entrepreneurship and what it looks like. And, he really talks about the different misconceptions and the most powerful ways of being an entrepreneur. And he brings about examples like some really successful businesses and really successful entrepreneurs who've created businesses, built it in a way so that they don't have to be in it. They're so smart and capable of creating a business and creating amazing teams and hiring their weaknesses. And they're not just sitting there and slaving away every day, day and night. They have built a powerful business where they could step away and the business still functions. They are out of the business and the business is still operating as if they are inside of the business. So he really just hones in on the power of that. And I think it is really a powerful, powerful book for many, many small business owners specifically who believe that I just need to be slaving away from morning till night to become a success. And he breaks down some of those misconceptions and some of the things that, maybe you need to rethink and really need to refocus on to be a success in business. So again, The E-Myth, great book. Okay, last but not least is Seth Godin's Purple Cow. Sorry guys if the book is a little scratched up. Oh my goodness. So, guys, the book really talks about standing out and being masterful in marketing, which is another essential part of business. So it is super important to be different and unique, to be the purple cow, because there's so much competition and there's so many other products that consumers are inundated with and different services and whatnot. Why are they going to come to you? Why are they going to choose your product? Why are they going to choose your packaging? What is unique and different about you and what you're offering and your business? And that's why it's important to be the purple cow, because you know what? The purple cow is definitely going to stand out. And he just breaks down the marketing, the uniqueness in your marketing and the importance of being unique with all your marketing and how you stand out in business and how you create your business and how you interact with customers and being completely just a standout, different, completely unique product or service and how to do that. So this is another amazing book. Oh my gosh, I love all his books actually. Seth Godin is a marketing genius. I think it's very, very important to obviously master several things in business. So it's mastering the art of mind, mastering the art of selling, and marketing. And so, with all these books, I hope that it kind of combines all of those three facets of business. So your mindset, your selling power, and your marketing. And if you really hone in on those powers, you could build an amazing business, a successful business, a powerful business, and definitely realize that vision that you have in your mind. So I look forward to hearing some of your book recommendations. If you have any book recommendations, please feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear about them. I'm a big book advocate. I believe in the power of mind and reading. If you don't love reading and physically just like opening up a book and going through it, there's audiobooks. Like you could download Audible. You can even listen to some books on YouTube for free and really just empower your mind that way. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, and I look forward to seeing you guys again.